In a world of haves and have-nots, this little boy had only a dream. He would stand for hours, just staring at those pristine sneakers in the store window. He wanted them more than anything, but he knew his mom simply couldn't afford them at school. The other kids weren't so kind. They'd point and laugh at his worn-out, torn shoes. He learned to smile through it, to pretend their cruel words didn't sting. But deep down, the hurt was real. Fast forward a few years. That same boy is now a man. He walks into a shoe store, but he's not buying for himself. He buys 100 pairs of brand new sneakers. He then spends the day finding kids just like he used to be, handing them a box, and watching their faces light up. It's a beautiful reminder that those who have walked through pain often learn best how to walk others home. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more content that inspires. Thank you for watching. Everyone at school knew Leo, the quiet kid who always sat in the back. He wasn't shy because he didn't like people. He was shy because he wasn't sure anyone wanted to listen. Most days, Leo felt invisible, like a whisper in a room full of shouting. When the teacher said, "Find a partner," everyone paired up fast except Leo. But then, a girl named Maya walked over. "Hey," she said, "want to team up? I like your drawings." Leo's eyes widened. No one had ever said that to him before. As they worked, something amazing happened. Leo talked, quietly at first, then a little louder. And Maya really listened. That day, Leo learned something important. Sometimes you don't need to be loud to be heard. You just need one person who cares. Thanks for watching. And remember to subscribe for more stories.
Every day after school, Mia would run to the old park bench. It used to be her dad's favorite spot, and now it was hers too. Her dad worked far, far away, so they didn't get to see each other much. But whenever he came home, they would always make paper airplanes together. Today was special, though. It had been a whole year since she'd last seen him. She sat on the bench, holding a folded paper airplane, and whispered, "I hope you're here, Dad." Suddenly, another paper airplane glided in and landed right at her feet. Confused, she picked it up. Written on its wing were two words, "Turn around." She turned, and there he was, her dad, standing there smiling with his arms wide open. "Missed you, kiddo," he said. She ran and hugged him as tight as she could. Some moments make you cry, but some moments make every tear worth it. Thanks for watching. 10-year-old Sophia loved the little community garden by her home. It was her quiet place, filled with buzzing bees and colorful flowers. But one morning, her heart sank. The garden was a mess. Flowers were crushed, tools were scattered, and the little wooden sign was snapped in half. It had been vandalized. Kneeling by her favorite rose bush, Sophia felt so small and helpless. How could she possibly fix this all by herself? Then, she remembered her grandma's words, "When the world breaks something, you fix the part you can, and others will follow." So, Sophia started small. She picked up one shovel, then another. She gently propped up the rose bush and started cleaning. Soon, a neighbor stopped to help, then another. Before long, a whole group had gathered. By sunset, the garden was more beautiful than ever. Sophia learned you don't have to be big to make a big difference.
Maya was a quiet kid, not because she didn't have thoughts, but because they all got stuck in her throat. One day, her class was preparing for the big science fair. Everyone buzzed with ideas, but Maya just stared at her empty board. She had a great project in mind, but she was terrified to present it. At lunch, her friend Jonah noticed. "Why aren't you working on yours?" he asked. Maya sighed, "Because I'll just mess it up." Jonah pulled a small, shiny marble from his pocket. It glowed blue in the sunlight. "My grandpa said this holds courage," he explained. "Borrow it for tomorrow." The next day, when it was her turn, Maya's hand shook, but she felt the cool, smooth marble in her pocket and took a deep breath. She started talking, one sentence at a time, until she was explaining every detail, clear and confident. The class clapped, and her teacher smiled. After school, Maya gave the marble back. Jonah smiled. "You don't need it anymore. You filled it up with your own courage." And for the first time, Maya believed him. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories. In front of a toy store, a little boy's eyes lit up. Dad, that's the one. That's the car I really want. His dad smiled softly, his hands tucked away in his pockets. It's a nice car, buddy. Maybe one day. The boy just nodded, trying his best to keep his smile. Later that night, in their small home, the boy was drawing the toy car on a piece of paper. Now I can still play with it. Kind of, he whispered. His dad watched from the doorway, his heart aching. After his son fell asleep, an idea sparked. He grabbed an old cardboard box, scissors, and some paint, and worked late into the night. The next morning, the boy woke up to a surprise on the table. A handmade toy car a bit rough, with marker wheels, but made with so much love. Dad, did you make this? His dad smiled. It's not fancy, but it's made just for you. The boy hugged him tight. It's even better than the store one. Because the best gifts don't come from stores, they come from love. And thanks for watching. Have you ever felt like you had nothing left to give? A young boy named Tommy found himself with just one last dollar, not even enough for a hot meal. As he stood by a food stall, feeling the pang of hunger, he spotted a tiny puppy, shivering and alone. In that moment, Tommy made a choice. He spent his last dollar on a small sandwich, broke it in half, and shared it with his new furry friend. What he didn't know was that someone was watching. A simple act of kindness, a shared meal, was about to change everything. The next day, a stranger handed him an envelope with a note. Kind hearts deserve a chance. It was filled with enough money to give him a fresh start. This story reminds us that what you give, no matter how small, always finds its way back to you, often when you need it most. Thank you for watching. Have you ever felt lost, like you never find your way back? Imagine sitting on a cold park bench, just you and your mom, with nowhere to go. You look across the street at a warm, glowing house and whisper, "Mom, will we ever have a home again?" The next day, a kind stranger who saw you shivering returns. He holds out a set of keys and says there's a small house nearby. It's yours now. Can you imagine that feeling? Walking into a place that's finally yours. A place filled with light and new beginnings. That stranger didn't ask for anything in return, only for them to never stop believing in kindness, because sometimes a single act of generosity can be the key that unlocks a new life, turning a house into a home and despair into hope. Remember, kindness can change everything. Thanks for watching. There was once a hungry little boy who hadn't eaten all day. He wandered down the street, his stomach empty, dreaming of something to eat. He stopped in front of a pizza shop, pressing his hand against the glass. Inside, families were laughing, sharing warm, cheesy pizza. He could only watch and wish for just one slice. Suddenly, a kind man walking by noticed the little boy. He knelt down and gently asked, "Hey there, are you hungry?" The boy, with tears in his eyes, could only nod. The man smiled warmly and took the boy's hand, leading him inside. The boy's eyes widened in amazement. The man didn't just see a hungry child. He saw someone who needed a little kindness. They sat down, and the man handed the boy a hot slice of pizza. As the boy took his first bite, a bright smile spread across his face. Sometimes, a simple act of kindness, a single slice of pizza, can do more than just fill a stomach. It can fill a heart too. Remember, kindness costs nothing, but it means everything. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more content that inspires. In the heart of a bitter winter, a little girl wandered the streets, her tiny hands freezing in the cold. Her thin jacket, riddled with holes, was no match for the biting wind. She stopped in front of a clothing store, pressing her hands against the frosted glass. Inside, a beautiful red jacket seemed to glow with warmth. She wished, just once, she could feel that warmth again. A single tear traced a path down her cold cheek. The store owner, an older man, noticed her from inside. He watched for a moment before quietly opening the door. "Hey, sweetheart, are you cold?" he asked gently. She could only nod. He took the red jacket from the display, knelt down, and helped her put it on. "Here," he said with a kind smile, "it's yours." Her eyes widened in disbelief. For me?" He just nodded. She hugged the jacket tightly, a smile finally breaking through her tears. Sometimes, The smallest act of kindness can warm more than just the body, it can warm the soul. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more content that inspires. Thank you for watching.